Hey everybody, back in North Beach for a little action, a little pizza, little snacks, coffee, all that stuff. Some guy just walked by. I don't understand why Golden Boy Pizza always has this crazy line. And it does. Look at the fucking crazy line. There's the little finger pointing down, and there's the line. It's always like this. It used to be like this at 2, 3 in the morning before COVID, when they used to be open super late. It's good pizza, it's reasonably priced, and it's convenient. Grab it and go. You can't eat inside anymore, you just grab it and go. But this guy's walking by trying to impress his girlfriend or wife. He doesn't understand why it's open. Well, it's always crowded, but maybe try it sometime instead of just being a fucking idiot spouting out to the world that you don't understand why this is so crowded. People are crazy. Anyway, it's right next door to the Old Man Bar, Gino and Carlo, which is a little more trendy these days, it seems, with the crowd I saw inside. But I already have my pizza. I got a little bit left, so I'm take it with me. But I figured before I head back to the car and get some bakery stuff on the way there, I got a little time to kill, so I just walk around the busy part of town here. Quite often I'm in this area when it's not busy. The last time it was busy, it was fucking raining, so you couldn't really see much. But they got all these restaurants all along here. That one looks like it's almost closed. Very slow. This one's real busy. A lot of Italian restaurants around here, of course, being North Beach. And then this place over here called April Jean Bar used to be Grant and Green, because it's on the corner of Grant and Green. It had the Ulysses S. Grant money logo on the front. I think Grant was on the $50 bill, remember correctly. I don't have a lot of $50 bills these days, so I don't remember, but I think it was 50. And so that was Grant and Green. And they totally gutted it, redesigned it, and made it less of a live club with live music, live bands and stuff, and more of just a club. So there's some other clubs down there, but most of the club action is behind me, down Grant Street. So I'm gonna walk down there on this side first, so you can see across the street. There's not a lot of people at the bar necessarily want to be on camera, and I understand. Otherwise, brewing. That's an old-timey wallpaper in that one. Happy House Psychedelic General Store. This is the Music 101. I love this place. Go in here and get records, music instruments, all kinds of stuff. Most of the stuff around here is like boutiques and clothing shops. There's a plant place. They got artsy stuff, tchotchkes, antiques, stuff like this. So if you're very retro, then you got some cool, extra baggy, old-timey stuff. Then across the street we have bars. Oh, here's the Savoy Tivoli. Used to come down here all the time. This patio built out with the windows used to be open air. They actually allowed smoking on the outside while you're still having a bar drink. But they redesigned it sometime before COVID. And no more smoking in there, and they have live music in there instead of just a DJ. There's North Beach Pizza by the slice. This used to be my go-to place till I discovered Golden Boy Pizza, which is superior in my opinion. But North Beach Pizza is still pretty good, and they have one of these down in San Mateo, and I think another location. So they're around. They're not just in North Beach. Oh, there's that fucking Waymo car again. So this is a one-way street. Go all the way back that way toward Coit Tower. Not too much down here. Mostly, there's a couple restaurants, mostly residences, and of course, crazy-ass graffiti even on the mailboxes. A lot of Very clever. Not clever, but they think they're clever. Word poems there, little stack of poems. Yeah, there's another shot of the Savoy Tivoli. He used to spend a lot of time here. Get a shot from the outside. You can see the band in there. Another old-timey boutique-y place. Knits and leather. You can see the stage in there. I don't see anyone playing, so they must have a DJ for now. But they do have live bands in there a lot. And you have like soaps and socks and all kinds of weird shit. And there, fitness place. But you see the design, it's got this real old-timey look to it with the fire escapes, the wrought iron, metal work outside. There's a interesting sculpture there. It's an unusual street. There you go. Someone set up a bunch of Star Wars toys in here. Just because. There's a stormtrooper being run over by land speeder, looks like, or something. And it's got the modern stuff in here with the Attack of the Clones or whatever shit in here. This one's a crazy retro store. Very colorful. There's another shot of Music 101 and that bar, the brewery I walked by earlier. It's Grant Green Market. They got some of the classic San Francisco housing there. Kind of a gingerbready vertical buildings there. I think I'll walk down here a little bit because this is where I misjudged. This is where most of the bars are. In here. I haven't walked down here for a while. So that's April Jean. Much different than before. And we got some Irish pubs here. Maggie McGarry's has live music in there. You can see live music in there. We got all these food things here on the street. Another popular place called Tupelo. Got lots of red in this one. You got live music in here too. Oh no, they're just doing DJ right now. But they do have live music sometimes. And there's Legacy. There's a natural foods market, kind of like a small Whole Foods. You see, it's quite hopping. This is a nice busy Saturday night. There's a Nepalese cuisine, Yarsa, that's closed. Some Italian restaurant.
I put like
my skeleton art there. More clothing stores. Got some live busking going on. This coffee shop's always closed. They don't have late hours. Cafe Trieste. It's supposed to be a good place, but I've never been in it because they're always closed. There's the Showdown. This is the La Pantera Cafe. It's kind of cool. It's raised up, so you're higher up above the street. And then this divey bar with live music called the Saloon, I think. Oh, here's the wood fire pizza place, open real late. This is a good place. Taqueria. What's that place called? I think it's just called Saloon. But there's always some music blasting out of that place. Oh, there's that guy walking by there. He was waiting for some money outside of the pizza place, and a guy paid him to wait in line for him. That was a good use of. They both benefited from that. And now we're back at the Transamerica building, Salesforce.com building, the Georgian Cheese Boat, my favorite silly place I've never been into. And the strip clubs are down here. You've seen those before. And the original Stinking Rose is right across the street there. They're moved up the street. That was the doorway where the guy screamed at me last time. The homeless guy is trying to sleep. It was in the Stinking Rose, I think. So, go back and check that if you haven't seen that yet. He's trying to sleep on the busiest street, the busiest time of night. It's like, just go over to Chinatown where it's dead. There's Il Casaro. It's a good little pizza place. Wood fire pizzas. Mona Lisa, you've seen that before. Molinari Deli. This is Buster's Cheesesteaks. This is always open late. Get your cheesesteak fix after a bunch of drinking.
We're not allowed here.
And one of the churches here. There's the second Mona Lisa location. And Stinking Rose is over here. Oh, and they got the gaudy, awful, imported ceramics. Look at that one with the red lips. That is fucking great. Got some funny human bottles there. God, this stuff is hideous. So expensive. That looks like Medusa more than some kind of queen. The red lips really seal it. I love the red lips. These look more like sex toys than actual ceramics. These little cute little animal characters. These are more classy, but again, all these things are real expensive, of course. It's called Bjordi.
So this way is this way?
And you know you have this open floor space like this? And they're paying a lot for the rent? You know this place is expensive. There's Stinking Rose. Oh no, this is Mona Lisa. Stinking Rose is the next one.
And no one else knows about it. They can't take it away.
There you go. And they're already closed. They don't have late hours. And then Cafe Greco across the street, my favorite little coffee place. They're open till midnight, which is amazing. And the bakery I'm going to right now, my other favorite place, next to the pizza place, is called Mara's Italian Pastry. They're open till midnight as well, I think. So some stuff is open quite late here. We got Stella Pastry here.
Really lit. You walk by? Yeah.
And now that I know what a fucking pizzeria is, one of these days I'll check out Barbara Pizzeria. It's a fancy kind of pizza. It's supposed to be higher quality than regular pizza dough. And they got a chocolate place which is already closed. Candy. Sometimes there's a really crazy guy right there in the doorway. Who talks like this? He goes, "Rah, rah, rah." He's just got a crazy voice, yelling at everybody walking by. Completely insane. There's Luke's Local Grocery. It's a nice looking place. And up here is the, what's this place called again? Red something. You always have buskers on the corner here when the weather's good and it's earlier in the evening. I don't see anybody going this way, so. Red Window, that's it. And behind this Muni bus is my other spot, the Mars Bakery. Mars Italian Pastry. Might as well enjoy myself because I didn't want to go for an hour parking, but it took so long in line at Golden Boy. I'm just killing some time here, getting my pastry, walking around a little bit, since I now have to pay for another hour. So what the hell? Might as well make use of it. These lights are quite long too. You never know, someone's gonna fly out of nowhere, so I'll be a good boy here, not jaywalk. Beep beep. There are my targets in sight across the street. There we go. Pastry time. I'm not gonna get crazy this time, just to get a few things. While I'm here, I make use of the trip.
They're just gonna take it. They can afford to take it.
That's the curse of being number one.
Yeah.
Hello. What to get, what to get, what to get. I'll just get a raspberry ring and a chocolate palmier, please. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna. You close at 12? Okay. Thank you. Alright. Mission accomplished. They close at 11:30. So yeah, it's pretty good. Coffee places close at 12. Bakery close at 11:30. How many bakeries you guys know that close at 11:30? That's fucking crazy. So one of the few remaining good things about this area is they do have some nightlife even for food, not just drink. So let's go back around here. Let's do a quick time check here. Yeah, now I've got an extra probably half an hour before I have to go back to the parking garage and pay again. So, you've seen all that down there. Let's go down here again, a little bit of Chinatown. A little bit of North Beach here. There's the place that uses the Godfather theme. A Cavalli has the drop the gun, take the cannoli. It's actually leave the gun, take the cannoli, but they have their own spin on it. But you know, if you're gonna reference something, you should fucking reference it properly. I'm just being pedantic. Oh look, they've got some graffiti here. Llama buy you a beer. Wow. This one crazy looking llama. Some more Italian places. Vieni Vieni. Firenze by night. Ristorante. We've got some statuary in there as well as some paintings. And then you have a wig shop. Hey, look at that. Look at a beautiful, I think Kent Spong would look beautiful in that pink wig. Look at that. Do a full-on Japanese schoolgirl with the pink wig on. This Little City Meats always has the sickly pink lighting coming out of it at night. And my garage is over to the right, but I might as well walk a little bit of Chinatown since I got time to kill. There's Capo's Ristorante. It's, of course, they got a Godfather theme, or a gangster theme at least. Capo's. Chinatown basically shuts down sometime after like 6 or 7, from what I understand. A lot of it, unfortunately, happened due to COVID, not just because of people worried about getting sick and spreading disease, but because of the bullshit started by our fucking president at the time, and now he's back. Trump, the asshole, started calling it the Wuhan flu, the China flu, all that kind of stuff. So what happened? People started getting beaten up in the streets at random because they were Chinese. So like we need more hate and racism in this country. He was spouting off, and of course claiming he was just talking and just being silly. But you know, people listen to that shit. They take it to heart. And he's responsible for that, whether he likes it or not. He's a fucking asshole. So, a lot of people were literally, like a woman to be standing at a traffic light, waiting to cross the street. Some guy randomly comes out of nowhere, clocks her on the head, knocks her out. She could may have to go to the hospital. I think 1 or 2 people actually died up here from random attacks from hoodlums acting on MAGA bullshit. All because of Trumpy the motherfucker. So anyway, that's another reason why this place is pretty dead at night, because everyone was worried about being out without any police presence, at least not enough police presence, and randomly being attacked. Especially since a lot of people here, their ESL skills are pretty weak, if they know English at all, and they don't know what the fuck people are going to do walking up to them randomly, especially when they're not paying attention. Like any person would want to feel comfortable walking around in their neighborhood, and then some shithead wants to come over and beat you up for no reason, other than just typical hatred and bigotry. So, sadly, that's a big part of America. There's the Bay Bridge in the distance, little sparkly lights over there. I think I showed some of these murals before, at least one of these streets. You even have these decorative little benches. Looks like clouds. Kind of nice. So now we're on Broadway. This is Broadway going back toward North Beach. You can see the sex clubs in the distance there. What the fuck do you want? Cocksucker on film. See, there are assholes all over the city. So, the good news is you get them on film. Video, film, whatever you want to call it. And maybe they'll behave themselves. So yeah, all these places are closed. They clean it up pretty well during the day. You don't see a lot of trash. You don't see a lot of stuff spilled everywhere. They always hose down the sidewalks. So during the day it's pretty nasty, but they keep it pretty nice after hours. More artwork. A little girl looking at butterflies with her magnifying glass. Got murals of people in the neighborhood. Happy Year of the Snake from Qingtao Beer. And of course, you gotta have graffiti on all the pull down shutters, because why not? So the parallel street, this is, I forgot what street this is. This isn't Grant. This is, Grant is the one parallel down the street to the left. That's the one I walked down last time I was here. You saw that fire, probably started by some homeless person outside this Chinese restaurant with a bunch of boxes piled up. And luckily the garbage men came by to break up the cardboard. And then the fire department had been called. They put it out. But you never know what the fuck's gonna happen around here. There's a big charter bus going through town. That's not a common sight this time of night. So more Chinatown up that way. You can see the little lanterns on the street corners. More shots of the bridge. So we're on Stockton now. What's the cross street? Jackson. Okay, so you take Jackson down here, and Grant is parallel to Stockton. Stockton goes all the way to the Stockton parking garage at Union Square. So you keep going all the way down here. There's a bridge going over the top of Stockton. There's like basically a tunnel you go through to get to the other side. And up above on the bridge is the upper part of Stockton Street where the garage is. So used to park in that garage lot going to North Beach. Going to Union Square. But yeah, all this stuff is pretty much
Oh, he pops up all the time for this. He gives you silver and gold on the screen.
Really?
Hey, guess how much this block of gold is worth?
Seen him.
So they got some fancy gate work in front of these places. There's bakeries here. There's one of the few high rises around here. I guess mostly businesses, but it might be, no, it looks like residences from here. Might be split use. But yeah, all the upper area is housing around here, like a lot of parts of San Francisco. We did a time check. 11 o'clock. So maybe I'll go back down to Grant. See a little more Grant this time. Because there's a lot more artwork and interesting stuff on Grant Street. Wait for these guys to cross. Well, this looks like it was a bank and now it's for lease. Don't see that very often. Totally dead. All right. Here's a nice mural with a big Buddha. That's why I like this lower section of the Chinatown. A lot more artwork and stuff to see. Let's see the Buddha. With his piles of gold. Got a candle. And flower in a little vase. So you got lots of jewelry stores here. Got bakeries again. So again, very clean. There's a tiny little bit of trash left behind, probably from passersby. But they do a really good job of keeping this place pretty nice, considering how the rest of the fucking city is falling apart. Go back on this side. Oh, hi, sweetie. Look at that. Little drink place. So lots of little cafes here. And they have
Every time I got picked up,
decorative places like this. Look at that. Little marquee. Got their recycling boxes out for the trash guys to pick up. Delicious dim sum. There you go. Look at this alleyway. How cool is that? Normally it'd be just desolate, drab, ugly, but it's inviting. Like you want to walk down the alleyway and look at the lanterns. And you want to defend your rights. Damn right. Look at that. Historic marker here. We'll read that later. I have no idea what that says. Look at that. Cool. Golden Gate. You may not know this, but fortune cookies were invented in San Francisco. A Japanese restaurant, not a Chinese restaurant. And it took off with the Chinese. I could put the fortunes in there. Because they're much more superstitious than Japanese people are. But anyway, so now the fortune cookie company's up here. Boy, this place is all decked out. Lots of different lanterns. Got some little sexy female character on the logo here. Buy me boba tea. But yeah, I like the lanterns. It's cool. Really nice. Looks like something out of a video game. You ever play like Deus Ex, where they go to China in the Deus Ex game? Or in Hitman, Codename 47? You're going through parts of Chinatown. It feels just like this. Lanterns blowing in the wind. All kinds of artwork everywhere. It's very cool. And look how clean the alleyway is. I mean, it's a fucking alleyway. Got a little Kung Fu Panda there. Happy Kids on a Bike. Ooh, wow. That's some old shit there. Lantern Festival. It's firecrackers. Chinese New Year. Mid-Autumn Festival. And Dragon Boat Festival. Got some little fancy plaques, all kinds of food. Stuff like that. There's some interesting artwork here. Looks like the IRS logo. You guys ever see IRS records from the 80s? It's like the IRS logo. There you go, Ross Alley. That's what we're on. Buy me boba tea. Now back on the main street. VT tasting. Aroma Tea Shop. Lucky Creation Vegetarian Restaurant. That's more my speed, but I don't know if I would like to eat there. I'm very picky about where I eat. Don't want to get food poisoning. More of the light up Chinese lamps on the post and also across the alleyway again. Got this Chinese square patterns. Lots of cool motifs around here. There's pretty nice looking steps. Let's go down this one. I don't think I walked down here before. Again, in the little alleyway, a little bit wider this time, but same kind of deal. Not a lot of traffic. The spicy shrimp. Dry goods, Loretta's jewelry. Oh, some of those downstairs. Oh, look how steep the stairs are there. A lot of downstairs stuff here. You don't get stuff like that at Cheers. You know, drunk people will trip and break their necks. Utopia Cafe. See, again, very clean. Everything's bagged up for refuse. Not a big mess. Chinese characters and colorful markings all over the buildings. Tile work. Canton Flower Shop. That's the other people, maybe people don't know. This is predominantly Cantonese neighborhood here. The first Chinese people to settle here were not from the mainland, they're from Hong Kong. And so Cantonese was the dominant language. Now it's a mix, obviously. So laundromat. Jou's tea with a little happy pig icon there. There's Cool Tea Bar. Tongfang Trading Company. Natural Jade Stone Gift Items. That's a mouthful. Acupuncture. Yeah, I've never been down this whole thing that I remember. Spicy King. People fighting. Law office. This has some Chinese style building here. Some flags up there. Yeah, it's nice. It's Pain. It's a bunch of Chinese and then Pain. Color stone and beads. All right, let's go down here. Mr. Jiu's Club, Jius, apostrophe S. Chinese Community Cultural Association. Mr. Jiu's. Oh, she yelled at him, he's mad, he's driving away. Willy Woo Woo Wong Playground. KPJF Shop. First Chinese Baptist Church. Oh, there's a nice Jesus in there. There you go. Get a nice close-up of the stained glass Jesus. It's a very old building. You can see the construction. Very old brick. Two Cranes Tattoo. So that was the side street called. I never caught what the name of that street was. Let's get a time check again. I don't want to take too long. Otherwise, I got to pay again. Okay, I'm doing it. Okay on time. Let's go down to Grant Street proper. Been here before, Gold Mountain Monastery. This is very close to where that fire broke out last time, right by the monastery. That door there, very fancy. Sagely Monastery. There's have a military recruiting office right next to War Memorial Hall. And some dragons across the way there. Actually, those are lions. Those are lion puppets, giant lion puppets. See how the windows are adorned with this kind of Chinese decorations, part of the sculpture. Yeah, this is it down here. The place that has the tinsel in front of it. Let's go look at the remnants of the melted tinsel. This tinsel's probably been here for like 20 years, maybe longer. And it got melted because it was starting to catch on fire. Right by this post down here. That night it was much darker. A lot of these lights were off for some reason. I think it was because it was that late. At some time of night they turned these off. But again, lots of nice lanterns. Yeah, you can see the tinsel here, blowing in the breeze. There's a nice dragon. It's a lion dragon thing. There's the Bruce Lee mural. I showed those last time. Tangerine peel tea. Here you go. So, probably still see the burned part of the ground. Not so much. Just oil stained. Yeah, I guess that's the black part on the white. That's where they put the boxes down to spread out, and they hosed them down. But this didn't even get scathed. There's only even burn marks on this paint. It's a very good paint. But here's the problem. The fire started climbing up here. And look at that melted tinsel still there. I wonder if the guy even noticed. This is all nice, clean tinsel. Hello, Chinatown. And the fire got so high it melted this fucking tinsel. You can see the little bit of black on the awning. It started to catch the awning on fire. Luckily, it's mostly metal. But that lantern could have caught on fire, and who knows what else would have caught fire to actually catch the building partly on fire. So they end up leaving the extinguished charred box remains down here. So you imagine the next day the guy came by and goes, "What the fuck? This is burned." And then he had to notice the tinsel, because that's pretty obvious. Probably freaked him the hell out. Anyway. That was quite exciting that night. Got some tinsel across the street too, without being melted. I kind of showed everything down here last time. Let's get a quick shot of it. I'm not gonna walk all the way down to the China Gate with the lions down there and the crazy art shops. Showed that before. Try not to repeat this stuff too much because it gets pretty boring if it's the same old shit over and over again, but the fire did make it interesting. So again, except for a bar here and there, a restaurant maybe here and there, everything down here is dead. Partly because of normal business and partly because of the Asian hate after COVID. Pretty sad. That's kind of cool there. Little floating shadow box thingamajig spinning around. It's actually not getting the right light to put shadows on the wall. That one is a little bit. Kind of cool. Edge on the square. These lanterns are still out. They were out the other night too. Probably a broken wire. Oh my God, look at this. Holy vulva. Wow. Don't leave a whiteboard out. People will have fun with it. So the owners don't even know what the hell that means. They probably don't read English. Holy vulva. Got some creepy mannequins in the window. Nice traditional costume. Lego panda. Some Hello Kitty type stuff. Pokemon. I saw a pink Cybertruck the other day near the Tesla office in Palo Alto. Bright pink, like it was a Barbie mobile, and it had fucking Pokemon on the side of it. The Pikachu. It was Pikachu, and it had a word bubble exclaiming a battery or a power zap symbol or something like that. It's like, it doesn't make the Cybertruck any better. It's still a piece of shit. Got a Chinese furniture exhibition. This is cool. This is basically a bank, but it's got a nice Chinese style building there. Modern, but made to look old fashioned. Bohan seafood restaurant. This is one of those really simple restaurants. You only have like 5 or 6 tables. Must have a lot of turnover. Because you know they don't charge a lot of money. This is one of those catch-all stores. You have porcelain, figures, mugs, touristy stuff. And now we're at the bar area. You got Buddha Bar with the kind of phallic doorway. And then you have Lipo, which is also cool looking. It has like dragon stuff outside. There's Buddha Bar. See that lovely phallic symbol in the doorway there? And then down here is Lipo. I've not been into Buddha Bar, but I've been into Lipo before. This is cool too. This is all lit up at night. Very nice. Harmony gift shop. Here's Lipo. They got a line here for Lipo. See, it's all painted like rock, and you have dragons in the doorway. No graffiti. Some are clean, but some get graffiti on them. Hard to know why.
One of these days, I think when I...
There you go, look at that. That's really elaborate. 1925. So yeah, just walking around. See some cool shit. Oriental Treasures. Linda Boutique. 10 Ren's Tea. This is where they get sign overload. That's a really old brick building. Chop Suey. Souvenir shop. Tons of souvenir shops. They sell some pretty crazy stuff in here too. They don't get inspected very often. You can buy like switchblades. You can buy firecrackers and bang snaps. Red's Place cocktails. There's a place that's still open, a restaurant with some outdoor seating. Up and Up gift shop. Some random artwork here that's got graffitied. See the little curly cues and the faces and stuff on the Sun Sing Center. I love when you catch a random people walking around just yelling, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Vital tea leaf. Hong Feng Thai Corp. Getting close to my area up here. See straight across, you got the Italian lights up ahead. Getting close to Broadway in Columbus. A lot of these retail spaces are empty around here. Quang Thai ginseng and dried seafood. Yeah, some of these dried seafood places are really rough. The smell is very strong. Oh yeah, there's another bar up here. This is the alleyway to the right going to Vesuvio, nightclub that Sean Penn used to hang out at. All kinds of artwork down here. And then there's this very lively bar here with lots of loud music. Here's the alleyway to Vesuvio. Trumpet stuff down there. What we got here is what's this place called? Bobo Cocktails. We'll go down here real quick, get some trumpet. Got your Zodiac here. Signage. Murals. All kinds of characters, including some furries here. Got a bunch of furry characters. Guitar and trumpet. There's another shop, Bobo Cocktails.
I don't know how to open it.
There were some girls hanging out in front of Bobo earlier. They're kind of like prostitutes. Oh, there they are going across the thing. I guess they're not prostitutes. You never know these days. Depends on the time, location, and how many there are. So I need to cross back over here to get to my garage. There are the strip clubs and all that. On Broadway and Columbus Avenue. Guy's busking on a Hello Kitty guitar there, looks like. Ice cream open late. That's back down Grant. Goes to all the clubs I showed earlier. All right, I think time check, we're okay here. Yep, just get under the wire. I don't have to pay for another hour. Just 2 hours at this point. Walk back by Mona Lisa. Oh yeah, Mona Lisa number 3, that's why. They do have several. Molinare Deli. Cole Hardware. Hardware for the soul. Those capos are closing. Oh, here's the bar I shot a while back. I put some pictures on Facebook. First, you got a Hummer limo, stretch limo. Hummer, I've never seen one of those before. It's fucking crazy. Almost causing a roadblock. Look at that thing. So ridiculous. Very tight corners in this part of town. Not an easy ride. God, can you imagine the gas mileage on that? You get like 8 to 10 miles per gallon on a normal Hummer. Imagine that thing. Holy shit. Anyway, this is the place I showed before, Palermo 2 Delicatessen. Sicilian style deli with the Godfather font. And look at this. I love this little Photoshop. Quick and dirty Photoshop of Al Pacino with the powdered sugar on his panettone cakes there. That's great. Yeah, all kinds of sandwiches here. Italian goodies. Never been here when they're open. They've got regular hours, not late hours, so never been inside of it. But you got some tables and chairs that come out here. All your standard deli accoutrement in there. But yeah, the Scarface graphic is the best part. And back to the sickly pink light of the finest meats selected for you at Little City Market. And of course I got this great old-timey all aboard for Little City Meats. Pork for frying and broiling. We make them, you bake them. All right, enough of that. Let's get to my parking garage. They finally tore down the messed up, torn awning here. See the left side, it's all flapping in the breeze. The right side had a big torn, oh, actually, it's up there now. They tore that off finally. It all ripped off. It was hanging for probably a couple of years and finally decided to trim it. This one's already ripped and hanging, but they haven't made it nice. I think it was one of these. Walked by one night. Forgot which one it was. There was a lady inside playing cards inside after hours, and we saw some rats running around inside by the front window. We knocked on the window. said, "Hey, lady, look, rats." And she kind of looked at us, looked down, looked back at us, shrugged her shoulders, and went back to reading her book. It's like, oh, so those are the specials for tomorrow. Shh, don't tell anybody. Police station again. All right. I'm going to call it here. At the garage. P is for parking. Okay, everybody. Oh, I forgot. I have a spot here. What is this place called again? Andy's Jewelry Company. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, enough of that. Thanks everybody for hanging out. And have a good one. I enjoy reading the chat later. If you guys were here, I haven't had a chance to notice if anyone's chatting or not, but I do this anyway just for fun. If you watch it after the fact, go and leave a comment. I always enjoy comments and stuff. So have a good one. Take it easy. See everybody.